divine feminine goddess. Yes. Welcome home to you, divine feminine goddesses and your lover. So here we are, and this is your time. This is your place. This is your space to be that beautiful, to be that alive and sensuous and full of love and glory to give and to guide this world. So welcome home to Eden. I'm Eve Christoph, and I'm your Love Life Muse. This is the Divine Feminine channel, and you are allowed to channel that love, be the channel of Divine Feminine inspiration and magic, and using your mind and your prayers, you are vibrating in such a way that you're changing the world. You are. So right now, here is a story to wake up to. You need a story to wake up to sometimes, rather than always just stories to go to sleep to. Those enter your dreams, it's true, but these stories to wake up to are going to allow you to move forward in the hero's journey. These archetypal stories teach us so much. So let's try this. This is the story of the Frog and the Princess's Golden Ball. Once upon a time, the princess was playing with her beautiful golden ball. It was sparkling in her hands, and she was throwing it up, tossing it up and down as she sat beside her favorite little pond, her little lotus pond. And wouldn't you know it, suddenly her ball falls into the water. "Oh no, my ball," she says. "I need my ball." And she starts to weep and cry because it's her golden plaything. So who should hear her weeping but the frog of the lotus pond, who comes creeping out on a lotus petal, all slimy and dripping, and goes, "Hey, princess, what are you crying about?" "Oh, I lost my golden ball." "Oh, that thing down there?" She said, "Yeah, you can see it, you can see it." He said, "I'll get it for you, but only if you'll give me something in return." She says, anything, I'll do whatever you want." So the frog goes down, swimming down through the silky waters, gets the ball in his mouth. He comes back up, and he spits it out. Blah! Onto the side of the water, all slimy and covered with frog spit. She goes, "Oh, thank you so much." And she takes it to, rub it off, and she starts to go away. He says, "Hey, wait a second. You said you'd give me whatever I want." She says, "Well, yeah. What do you want? I'll give you my diamond ring. I'll give you my crown. I don't really care. This is my favorite ball, so what do you want?" He says, "I don't want a crown. What can I do with a crown? I don't want a ring." He says, "I want to come with you to your house and eat with you and sleep with you." "No, no, no," she says. "That's too much. Get away, you lousy frog. You're just greedy." And she lets the frog stay at the water, and she goes huffing off to the palace, playing with her golden ball, While the frog's like indignant. "This isn't fair." So he goes hopping after her. Hop, hop, hop. And he takes him quite a while because he's just a little frog. So she gets to the palace, and it's dinner time, and she sits down with her family, and they say what happened today, and she tells them about the golden ball and the frog. The next thing they know, while dinner is happening, they hear knockity knock, knockity knock at the palace door. Only it's a funny sound because the frog is throwing rocks at the door because he can't make a sound. He can't knock, So they come out, they look around. "Oh, there's this little frog down below." "Hello, sir. What's going on?" says the king. "Well, your daughter, blah, 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 promised me I could have dinner at the palace, and she just went romping off there, and I got her golden ball." "Oh, come on in," says the king. "That's so unfair." And he lets the frog come hopping in, hop, hop, hop. And the frog gets to the dinner table, hops up on the dress of the princess and right onto her plate and starts to say, "Thanks, everybody." and starts licking up her food, getting food all over the place, all over her dress, and very happy. She's like, oh, this is so disgusting. Can't you even just put it at its own plate? Dad, help, Mom. The frog's like, no, I wanted to eat your food with you. So she's just disgusted, she's dealing with it. And the next thing she knows, she said, okay, Frog, you had your dinner. I've lost my appetite. I'm going to bed. See you guys later. The frog's like, hey, no, that's not my whole wish. I want to come with you to your room and your bed. It's like, oh, that's disgusting. You are not coming to my bed. All right, you come to my room. This is your last wish. You get your wish, and that's it. She puts the little frog and she dumps him in a little corner. Just sit over there. Don't bother me. I'm going to sleep now. Ribbit, Ribbit. He keeps waking her up with his horrible little chirping sounds. He says, I'm cold over here. She says, deal with it. I'm sleeping. Next thing she knows, the frog comes jumping over and jumps right into her bed. Oh, right into her bed and snuggles down under her covers and is like, oh, Slimy, there's a frog. You're so horrible. You are not coming in my bed. She grabs the frog and she takes him and she hurls the frog with all of her might, splat, against the wall. What should happen when she does that? Suddenly the frog turns into a handsome prince. Yeah, that's when he turns into a handsome prince. This is a true ancient story from Grimm's fairy tales. So he's a handsome prince. He says, thank you, you broke the curse, and now I can marry you. And she's like, no, you can get to know me though. You're awfully hot. I like how you look now. And if you can learn some manners, I'll just consider getting to know you. But get out. You got to go court me. And she puts him out of the palace. And then he begins his courtship. Because now he's at her level. He's got his himself together, his regal self. So, girlfriend, waking up to the divine feminine power that you are and bringing that magic home to you. When does the guy become the handsome prince? Not by kissing him when he's his frog self and letting him get away with that. He becomes your handsome prince after you throw him against the wall and tell him, no, that's my boundary. I won't have it. So we're not talking domestic abuse here. No, that's not the point of the story. We're talking about boundaries and truth of who you are and what you need, and that the divine masculine can only show up when the divine feminine has given him his rules and his boundaries, and he's started to respect them. He only becomes the prince to you, to us, when he is respecting your boundaries and you have fully shown him what he's not allowed to do. Now, are we saying that he's not allowed to get into your bed? No. Are we saying that he's not allowed to be intimate with you? No. We're saying he's not allowed to be his frog self in your bed, or when he brings you your gift, or when he's at the table. He's not allowed to be his slimy little, selfish little, needy little slimy self. No. This is how the handsome prince is born. You throw the frog self against the wall. Splat. What do you think of that? These stories are so ancient, but they're stories to wake up to, because the frog princess story that we're told from Disney is she just kisses this slimy frog and then he turns into a prince, and it's just like the whole story is so weird. Like, why would she kiss that frog, So if you take the ancient meanings, they're symbolic. The Grimm's fairy tales are very rough and tumble, and they're gory, but it's all symbology about how it feels in the psyche when you are transforming things, when you're becoming your strong divine self and you are awakening to who you are and what you really need, and the kinds of strength that you have to muster, and the kinds of ferocity, really, to create the life that you are you're dreaming of your handsome prince. It's not, he doesn't just come without you showing him how big the transformation needs to be. What do you think of that? Interesting, huh? A story to wake up to. Much love, darling. Let's just keep going with the story of your heroism, okay? Divine Goddess. 21 breaths of joy today, all right? So remember that you do 7 in through the nose and in and out through the nose, and then 7 in and out through the nose and mouth, and then 7 in and out just through the mouth. And if you do those 21 breaths nice and deep, you're going to feel high and energized because you are the light of this love, darling. You are the channel for divine feminine, sacred awakening. So let it be, let it flow through you. And you lover men who are here, the lovers of the divine feminine, you do those 21 breaths of joy and invoke your divine masculine, the prince you've become once you got splattered against the wall by enough women to understand what our boundaries are and our needs really are. Okay, much love, family of the garden. This is it. We have returned to Eden. Welcome home.